Let me level set a couple of things first and foremost. If you're new to this show or my content, then you got to understand that success to me isn't what's success to the world. I'm going to give you the most normal example. Um, I was listening to this millionaire. This video is from like a year and a half ago. This multimillionaire, he owns all this real estate and invests in all these things. And the guy was saying, he was like, man, when I made my first $1 million, my car only cost $500. He says today, I have, a real estate portfolio and, millions of dollars. But because I'm investing and I'm doing these other things, my shoes, if my shoes get a hole in the bottom and the sole, I just wrap tape around them. So my point is this. A lot of times, I grew up, I'm going to speak about myself because I don't know you. A lot of times, like in the culture I grew up in, we viewed success as whatever you could show me, right? So whatever you saw on people, like the people who drove through in a new car, when I grew up in my neighborhood, that was the dope dealers. They had the new cars. I remember the first time I saw a Ford Explorer, Ford Expedition, like any new car that came out, the neighborhood drug dealers had them, and it was impressive, right? And so that's how we grew up culturally, where it's like, yo, when people get money, they show you stuff. And then I got older and I started studying millionaires and successful people. And the most interesting thing to me is that the level headed, real millionaires, real successful people, not somebody who got a couple $1,000s and put it on Instagram, not somebody who got a tax refund check and want to go buy some Gucci bags with it. I'm talking about people who have millions. These people don't wear their money. They don't try to do things to convince you that they have money, because the reality of it is, whether you think they have money or not, they have money. And on the flip side, even if you're broke and people think you have money, you don't have money. Now, money is just the example in this. Money isn't all success. We're not just only talking about money, right? But I want to give something to you that you can actually relate to. So let's check out this article about, the 7 challenges that will make you more successful. All right. So let me make sure I'm showing up right. Cool. This is on entrepreneur.com. This article is actually from Valentine's Day 2017. Now, if you know me, you know a lot of times I like to find old articles because I like to find things that have stood the test of time. And sometimes in real time, people have political agendas or different things, reasons that they talking about stuff. So I really like to go before 2020 a lot of times when I'm getting articles and resources, because I want to hear how people were talking before the world drastically changed, right? So this is by Travis Bradberry. We're going to look in depth in this. And he says, opinions expressed. Oh, okay. That ain't what I'm talking about. Maintaining the success mindset isn't easy. So this is 7 challenges that will make you more successful. So let's dig into it, right? We're going to just glance at some of these. The first one is age. All right, so in here it says age really is just a number. Successful people don't let their age define who they are and what they're capable of. All right, I got to pause real quick. Now, as we talking about Andre 3000 and his whole like excuse for not rapping is based around being 48 years old. Cool. Good for Andre. This ain't a shot at him. But ironically, the very first thing in this article is one of the challenges of success is that you need to eliminate your age from how you are viewing what success is. Now, I want you to ask yourself, why is this important? Why is it important for me to eliminate my age? Because age does something really weird, okay? If I throw out the age 16, all right, what are you supposed to do by the time you're 16 years old? Take a second to think about that. Share a comment if you will. Like, what are you supposed to be? Like, if you're 16 years old, what should you be doing by now, right? Again, if you're 18 years old, what should you be doing by now? If you're 21 years old, what can you be doing by now? Now, I'm going to give you a couple examples, right? 16 years old, you probably should be driving in most states, right? That's at least in Michigan, that was the age where you can get your license. So you turn 16 and it's all about getting your license, right? You turn 18, it's all about graduating high school, right? You should be graduating high school at 18 years old. At 21, you can drink, right? You can drink alcohol now. You can. So my point with age does this weird thing where it almost sets these standards for you that sometimes you can meet and sometimes you can't. But the problem becomes the longer you live life, the more that idea is kind of blurred of like, where should you be at 35? Where should you be at 33? What about 43? Where should you be in life, right? And oh my God, you're 65. Where it's all over. You should these are the things in life and that age, if you don't get control of your age will just mess you up, because in most cases when you're young, you feel like you have forever. So you're going to waste a lot of time not realizing you could have gotten ahead. And then the older you get, the further you feel behind, right? Because you're looking like, well, man, I'm 38 and these 34 years old, he's 34 and he own $1 million business. Dang, I'm behind. So the first thing that successful people do is they overcome age. Age is not your enemy, right? It is not something that is here to tell you that if you are at this point and you haven't done this, that you can't do it. You can be successful regardless of how old you are, regardless of how young you are. You can be successful. Okay, so that's age. Like, let's not make our age an excuse. Let's go back to the article and look at the next challenge. That was challenge number 1. All right, what else? Negativity. All right, life won't always go the way